A scientist from 20th century England, Liz Shaw is the first companion of not only the Third Doctor era, but also the Color era of the show. She holds a unique position as she is the only character of the classic series whom is considered a companion to have never actually traveled aboard the TARDIS. The reason for this takes some explaining. As I stated in my previous video and as you saw in the intro to this one, the Second Doctor was put on trial by the Time Lords, and his punishment was a forced regeneration and exile to 20th century Earth. Over the next 3 seasons, the Doctor would attempt to repair the TARDIS with the help of a group known as the United Nations Intelligence Task Force, or UNIT for short. It is through UNIT that the Doctor first meets Liz, and at first she does find him charming, but the two have very different mindsets. Both are very scientifically minded and well-educated, don't get me wrong, but Liz is a rather restrictive skeptic, whereas not so much a skeptic, more of a cynic, whereas the Doctor is refined but more open-minded man. Liz is also unique in that for the first time the Doctor has only a single female companion and no male companion. This is largely due to the fact that the Doctor now served as the muscle, and thus the strong male companion was no longer needed. Liz was a very accomplished scientist, but she often butted heads with the Doctor. In fact, after she departs, it is stated that she felt the Doctor only needed someone to pass him his test tubes and tell him how brilliant he is. This parallels the reason for Liz being replaced. In the past, companions had served as someone for the Doctor to explain complex things to, and thus to the audience. But Liz was already an accomplished scientist, and so she didn't need to ask the Doctor questions. So it seems we have, in terms of female characters, it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back. See, the producers felt the Doctor needed a less educated companion to explain things to, and thus Liz was written out of the series after only 1 season and wasn't even given an on-screen farewell. Although she did make several cameos later in the series and appears often in spin-off media. Liz's replacement was meant to be less intelligent than the Doctor, and the show certainly delivered on that promise, but I'll get to that in my next video.